Picture this. You're cruising through life, feeling like you've got all the time in the world. Until suddenly, things start looking uncertain. This year could be make or break. So, here are 11 things you've got to consider doing while you still have the chance. Let's kick things off with a big one. Switching up your career. Right now, it feels like a lot of industries are hitting a rough patch. People are getting laid off left and right, sometimes without even knowing it yet. Take Amazon, for example. Rumor has it, they're making life pretty tough for their workers, pushing them to the edge so they'll quit instead of firing them outright. It's all about avoiding that negative spotlight in the world of tech. Job cuts is the phrase of the moment. Even in the gaming world, which is booming like crazy, there's no escaping the dreaded layoffs. Bottom line, it might be time to shore up your professional standing while you still can. Of course, nobody knows exactly what's around the corner, but it's better to be prepared. All right, let's talk about getting in shape. Real talk. It usually takes around a year to really transform your body into something you're proud of calling in shape. But here's the thing, the longer you put it off, the longer it's going to take to reach that goal. And in a world where demands on your time and attention keep piling up, you might find yourself in a tough spot. You see, as life gets busier, you'll end up sacrificing a lot just to carve out the time and energy needed to prioritize your health. Sure, we've got access to some top-notch medical care these days, but let's be real, not everyone can afford it. And unfortunately, it's not looking like it's going to get any easier. Buying a home. Slowly but surely, it's becoming harder for the majority of folks to even get a foot in the housing market door. A regular job often just covers the rent for a decent place, and unfortunately, there's no sign of this changing anytime soon. At the rate things are going, owning anything beyond a rented space seems like a distant dream for most people. You'd either have to be super valuable to a company or own the whole shebang to afford your own place. The dream of having your own little sanctuary is deeply personal. It's your slice of the world that's uniquely yours. But with this tough market, the list of ways to turn that dream into reality is shrinking by the day. Keep it calm and comfy. Let's take a moment to compare your typical day before the pandemic with what it looks like now. Odds are things have gotten a whole lot more hectic, chaotic, and uncertain. The vibe just feels off, right? Well, you're not imagining things. It seems like we've transitioned from a nice, steady pace to a go hard or go home mentality. There's not much time for pondering or daydreaming anymore. The world is spinning faster and changing quicker than ever before, leaving little room for slowing down. Escape to your dream destination. Visiting your dream destination. If there's a place you've always dreamed of going, chances are it's already undergone some changes since you first pictured it. Whether it's due to environmental shifts, political turmoil, or social changes, your dream vacation spot might not be quite what you imagined. Factor in the Instagram versus reality effect, where places may not live up to the perfect images we see online, and suddenly your list of dream destinations gets shorter. That's not to say there aren't still amazing places to visit, but they might not stay amazing for long. Move abroad. Living abroad can be an incredibly enriching experience. When you transition from being a tourist to becoming part of a new community, your perspective on life undergoes a remarkable shift. You start to adapt to a different way of living, and suddenly, you realize that there are countless ways to experience the world. In some places, people spend hours commuting each week, while in others, they might spend their time surfing or hunting. These diverse experiences, all considered normal in their respective corners of the globe, broaden your horizons and show you that there's a whole lot more to life than the bubble you've created around yourself. Living abroad makes you more courageous, adventurous, and confident as you navigate new situations and learn to figure things out on your own. However, it's important to acknowledge that along with the excitement of exploring new horizons comes a growing set of responsibilities. It's a challenging journey, but if you can navigate it successfully, the rewards are immense. Make a huge bet. Consider making a bold move, not in the sense of gambling your house away at the casino, but rather putting all your energy into a single goal. Few decisions have as much impact on your life and its quality as how you choose to spend your productive hours and where you direct your full attention and effort. Here's the thing, As time passes, your productive hours and undivided attention tend to diminish. You don't naturally become more efficient or productive over time. It's when you're faced with something bigger than yourself that you're forced to step up and act that way. Since it typically takes about 7 to 8 years for a big move like this to pay off, you have to ask yourself, how many of these big bets do you still have in you? It's about choosing where to invest your time and effort wisely, knowing that each decision carries weight and potential consequences. Learning a hard skill. The idea that you're ever too old for this is just plain wrong. In fact, the danger lies in becoming outdated, especially if you're not in the habit of constantly learning new things, especially in today's fast-paced world. This could very well be your last opportunity to lay down a solid foundation in a hard skill. The truth is, there aren't many people who can confidently say they've mastered something tangible. And unfortunately, those who haven't may find themselves left behind as the world moves forward. So, it might be a smart move to ensure you're not left out in the cold. Take the time now to invest in acquiring a valuable hard skill that can serve you well in the future. Find your North Star. There's immense power in believing in something greater than yourself. And no, we're not necessarily talking about a divine entity here, but rather something tangible. It's about finding that ideal way of living, or that goal that's within your grasp yet far enough away that it demands serious effort to reach. This could be a vision for your future, a way of life that truly excites you, or a goal that makes all the hard work worthwhile. Whatever it is, give it meaning and let it guide you forward. Be authentic. Authenticity. In a world where everyone seems to blend in, especially with the rise of AI models pushing for uniformity, being authentically yourself becomes a game changer. There might come a point where being genuinely authentic gives you a significant edge that's impossible to replicate. It's time to fully embrace what makes you, well, you. Your personal story, your individual thoughts, and your unique perspective on the world are sources of strength. Double down on what makes you tick, because chances are you'll find others who resonate with that same authenticity. So embrace your uniqueness and let it shine. It's your greatest asset in a world of conformity. Now a bonus for sticking with us until the end. Experiment in an ideal world. In an ideal world, everyone would have the freedom to experiment with various lifestyles and career paths. However, the reality is far from that. The opportunity to explore different avenues is a genuine luxury, not afforded to everyone. If you find yourself in a position where experimentation is possible, consider yourself fortunate and make the most of it. Don't take it for granted. Seize the opportunity to try new things and discover what truly resonates with you.